Very nice introduction. Tonight is Physics, Metaphysics, and the Nature of Consciousness. I welcome all of you. It's a pleasure to be invited to speak to this group, and I assure you that what you're going to hear tonight is something that you've not heard before. To optimally understand what I'm going to tell you tonight is going to require two things of you. You need to be open-minded.
How do you define consciousness? It's less a question, more a rhetorical thought in corridors after closing laboratory doors. Time to open closed minds to possibilities and transcend the boundaries of what you thought you still believe. You're not sure if you're awake or asleep, alive or dead, and either way, what does it actually mean? First philosophy existence itself between heaven and hell, within the physical and spiritual realm. Shift between parallels, mystic being from another time. Travel galaxies, twisted matter, written paradigm. Move to an upper echelon of intellectual levels where devils are simply the direction where your head is gone. Religion relying on riddles and worship a metaphysical mind mission. If this is the purpose, reality, a biological lifespan is short-lived. After all, they wish to give it this God's plan. So who am I and what am I here for? Another part of evolution, here for life and little more. I'm not here to sell you into believing in what is possible, cause anything is everything, impossible is probable. So if I focus, it become manifest. And if you live by the gun may put you to rest. I'm seeking money at the cost of sanity, but not my family. Cause part of me knowing about me is staring back at me. Part of me knowing about me is pen and raps, and part is smoking weed and popping various caps. Too many hours awake, now I don't feel asleep. Too many hours without food, and now I don't need to eat. And now I don't feel weak, I feed off energy and menacing sounds, designed to knock a lesser man off his feet. Inside my studio, the barriers of time become blurred, and I can shift into my mind and live my life within speed. Between the dream and the awakening, there is another state of being. There is another way to think, there is enough for basically everything we need and everything we desire. You only have to look within, we need the fuel for the fire. We need experience to truly evolve. We need to suffer death, addiction, and love's curious hold. You can't see without looking, but believe that you can look without seeing. I'm not advocating drugs, it took a higher state of being. When a being with a higher state of mind finally arrives in true form, a new dawn of mankind will be met with skepticism, apprehension, and division. But remember, messages hidden in ancient inscriptions, hieroglyphics from Egyptians, Mayan calendar predictions from Atlantis to the Christians with their timeless crucifixes. Always on the verge of the divine, but when we murder for money in the environment, it hinders our enlightenment. Slaughter us for violence and order us to fight, entertain us to beguile us. We're cornered in the night between denial and the choice of acceptance. Reality is in whatever they present us and however they direct us. And just because you're now away, you think you comprehend, but a lesson never really ever finish at the end. Quatrains from Nostradamus are harmless till we believe in them, and ideas imparted from discarders could just be for then. You need a willing receiver for energy to pass. The secret to the secret isn't dollars and cars. You can treat a miracle when it's performed as a trick from a charlatan, or believe it was performed as an act of God. So let your mind wander forward to the pinnacle, then panic and it's back to the mentality of cynical thought. No time to think about the universal man with all the politics and dollar drinks and electronic spam. Newborn children don't understand about the actions or the consequences of the decisions, or moving on from them. I'm thinking we only exist because we choose to, and I refuse to apologize if I lose you, cause I can choose to use you to make an example of how the human psyche can be abused by a handful. And so I stand to expand through the use of natural chemicals and plants in my head against a man who wanna label him illegal and illicit. The same who's self-expression cause he sees it as explicit. The same who is aware of stuff that they don't wanna share with us. The safest way to play the game is maybe just preparing us. The next evolution fought with the mind. Maybe the soul is simply knowing that we all have our time up on this planet, so we panic and kill for a little gold. Will it matter when we gone to whatever the future holds?
Skeptical because without skepticism, you cannot convert belief into knowledge. Okay, believing what I tell you does not create a fundamental knowing that it's true. Only experience can do that.